Hello everyone, how you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day, and today we're here with episode number 6 of the Hardcore Ironman series, a series in which I am a Hardcore Ironman. There you go, nailed it. No special restrictions, just hanging out, trying to see what I can do as far as PvM progress is going. Speaking of, not really PvM progress, but just progress overall, 78 woodcutting just came in. We are starting off at close to 1300 total level, and I've been doing pretty good so far, if I can say so myself, maybe toot my own horn. Feel like I've been progressing pretty well. Quest points are close to 140, so doing good in that regard. And honestly, this episode, I think I get to give myself a little bit of a breather, and no more skilling, no more questing, even though I've been enjoying it. I think I'm going to go do Slayer, which, as most people might know, that definitely my favorite skill. Love me a good bit of Slayer. Obviously, a little bit more terrifying on the hardcore, considering I AFK a ton. And yeah, with all that said, I'm going to go do a little bit of that. However, I will be mixing in some farming runs and birdhouse runs and whatnot, so update on those levels here soon. Yeah, doing good. Since last video, I actually did get some mining levels. I went from 50 to 56 as well. Gonna keep trying to push to 60 there so that I can get a lunar diplomacy unlock, but that just got me some coal and some miscellaneous ore that, it hasn't really added up to too much so far, but I've been enjoying a little bit of Motherlode Mine. Checking in with the first level of the video, went ahead and got 53 farming. I actually have to go over and re-record this stuff, at least the voice section of it, because the clips just got absolutely destroyed. I don't know what it is with my mic. I kind of fixed it later in the episode, but it had my voice just being extremely deep. I'll play a clip of it just so you get an idea. Popping back in with a little level here with 53 farming. It's pretty interesting, but basically got myself 53 farming, kind of plowing forward with farming. And in terms of the future, snapegrass is definitely one I'm looking towards. I've been planting watermelons as I can and as I get those seeds from Master Farmer, but you don't get too many, so haven't been able to keep up on that too much, but have been keeping up on my herb runs in general. Got a decent selection of herbs now to choose from, which is very, very good for my herb lore. And yeah, been having a good time with it and just kind of incorporating these runs into my grind. And in addition to that, I have 68 thieving now, and I'm going to be pushing closer to 70 because I just kind of enjoy myself a little Master Farmer. And then as far as Slayer goes, I knew that I didn't have enough points to really cancel any task, and Konar can really be tough sometimes, so I didn't want to risk running out of points and having to, go to Turiel and skip it. So instead, I just decided to go with the Canifis Slayer Master, and he would just assign me some easier things to do and kind of point boost a little bit. People like to do that early on in an account to get some upgrades and whatnot. I'm not really going for the upgrades because those will come in time. And instead, mostly, I'm just going to get some extra points so that I can skip some Konar tasks that are just going to be bad for me in the future. And then for my 10th task, I actually did end up getting a pretty decent Konar task, so I didn't have to skip any for. Got myself some Black Demons, which got me up to 50 Slayer, which is, decent milestone. I'll always love me a good rounded level. And in addition to that, was able to unlock me some Bloodfelds, which are a pretty good Slayer monster going forward for me. Spam cleaned right through the level, but just went ahead and got 50 herb lore. Nice little rounded level, and on top of that, I unlocked myself fishing potions, which I'm not really going to be doing too much of. But most importantly, I've been keeping up on my farm runs, and I plan on continuing to do so. I'll probably stack some herbs a bit more, and we can see where I can push that the rest of this episode. Pretty excited for that as I am approaching strength potions, which will, it's not the biggest deal because I did actually unlock the Dragon Battle Axe last episode, but it'll be nice to finally put a lot of these limpworts to use that I've been just putting in all my runs. So, bank to pin time, you can't see that. Getting levels on all my runs, I guess, but 49 Hunter coming in right there. That unlocks me the ability to have mahogany birdhouses, so I'm going to go do that. You need 50 crafting as well, so I do have that. Eventually, once I get up to you, I'm going to have to get 60 crafting, so I'll have to push that a decent bit. Been enjoying my birdhouse runs. As far as the nests, I think I'm going to save them all and kind of open them once I'm a bit closer to being able to use most of the seeds I'll get from them. Probably would be better to use them right now, but I kind of want to save them for a decently big opening, I get a little fun. That's the end of my 10th task, getting me 90 points and up to 124 total. As far as what my attack and strength are looking like, it's actually 130 combined, which means I can now go to the Warriors Guild and work on a nice little Dragon Defender, so I don't have to be carrying around the Scrub Shield anymore. And yeah, I think that's a game plan. Also up to 52 Slayer, so I can kill jellies now. I think I'm going to go all the way up until 20 tasks doing this little point boosting thing, because that'll get me, 7 or so skips, and those are going to be definitely important at Konar. So collecting some keys, probably got 5 or so in the bank, and we'll open those up probably at the end of the episode, I'd imagine. Here we are, just flew through a nice little thieving level, got up to 70, and I think that's where I'm going to call it. I always bring my little alt account so I can trap them in. It makes it so nice. If you have that opportunity, by all means, I recommend it. The only other spot that you can kind of trap them is right there in that little side cubby. And whenever I leave to go to the bank, I have my alt trap them in there so I can just keep them in there forever. And it makes this thieving grind so much easier because I don't have to run around and pay much more attention than I need to. Basically, I've done like 20 levels at this point, only at Master Farmer. I sprinkled in maybe a little bit of Arty Knight, but it's basically all been here. So seeds are looking good. 35 Toad Flax, 55 Harlanders. I've been using my Ranar, so I have 8 left. But I mean, yeah, we're starting to stack them up. Pretty happy about that. And I have like 212 over there. So got a lot of potions. And right now, I think I'm going to go do a little urban farm run. And then I'm going to go and work on my Dragon Defender because, you know, next sensible upgrade. So I'm going to hit it up. Had a nice round 50 Hunter coming in, which also means I can now catch Eclectic Implings. So I actually got that before I went on over to the Warriors Guild. But that's pretty nice because if you don't know, the Eclectics are eventually going to be where I get my Ranger boots through. Eclectics are a very good source for medium clues, and at some point I'm sure I'll go and start fetching those. If you ever watched my last hardcore, I actually got the Rangers at like 25 KC, so I'm fully expecting to go about 500 dry on this account. Yeah, I'm super pumped for that. On my third set of black armor, I actually managed to get myself 70 strength, so that is pretty nice. I think I'm going to switch it over to attack and probably try to keep my attack and defense about 5 levels behind my strength for the most part. It's not a hard and fast rule, but it's probably something I'm going to live by, I'd imagine, or stay relatively close to, especially with the defense. I'm a little scared, boy. Talking to Brunt, this is going to be the end of Fremenic Trials. I'm still going to do Fremenic Isles, but pretty happy to have this completed. Decently long quest, and I've always kind of enjoyed the Fremenic quest. I don't know why, just something about them. The area, everything's pretty close together. It's never too bad of a quest, but 3 quest points and I guess 2.8k XP and just a ton of different skills, so pretty nice stuff. 74 fletching as well, that I did not expect at all. And yeah, gonna go get Fremenic Isles done now. Hopefully get myself a Net's Not helm, and these gear upgrades are about to have me looking sick. Look at me in my dumb little rune med. Still got the mustache peeking out a little bit. Does what it can to get some shine, but that's the last time you'll probably have to see me in the rune med, luckily enough. Jeez, don't have to look like such a noob anymore. Showed him the little troll head that I acquired. I actually did almost die leaving the troll area because I was praying range and I just got meleeed a ton. I was down to 20 HP. Switched my prayer, and yeah, I was just a little scared, but luckily enough, I was able to make it out alive with the Net's Not home as well, and a little bit of XP that came in there. I'm not sure if I get any levels, a lot of dialogue, but here we are. Yeah, 31 construction, that's pretty nice. Nice little oak additions for the house, and most importantly, a Net's Not helm. So me and one of my IRL buddies were doing the quest together, so I kind of left mid-defender grind. I actually have the adamant defender right now, and I'm going to return and go look for the rune and the dragon. Man, and there we go. I mean, as easy as that, a Dragon Defender rolling on in. What I mean by easy is I have the little loot logger over here. It took me 280 Cyclopses total, and realistically it should have taken me about 450. Little lucky there, pretty pumped. I did get too many Warriors Guild tokens. Usually I like to get a couple thousand. I got like 2.5k just because I don't like constantly like grabbing my gear, going and doing it again. I feel like whenever you're going dry, there's nothing more annoying than having to go and kill these again. So I like to kind of get it out of the way, even if it's not efficient. Just makes me a little happier. And I mean, that Dragon Defender definitely makes me a lot happier. So happy to have gotten that. Now I'm going to get back to point boosting a little bit of Slayer. And also I'll probably start doing some quests to work on this prayer boosting gear because I have Initiate. I really want Proselyte. And I need to get my rune crafting up for that as well to 30, which I'll probably do with some quests as well. So that's the game plan. I can't light a fire over there, but I can light one right here. I don't know. It seems pretty dangerous in a treehouse no matter where I light it, but gonna go ahead right now and get up to 72 cooking. The last level that I was able to get from the Karambwans that I had stacked up probably had like 2.5k, and I started at 69 cooking, so got a decent way. I can now dissect sacred eels, which I won't be doing a whole lot of. Eventually, I guess, for Zora, maybe need it on iron, but there's no way that that I'll be doing that. Looking at the bank though, I do have a little bit of potions that I can go ahead and put together. Some Irids, mostly Harlanders, and we'll see where that gets us. I'm at 51 right now, so we'll probably unlock a few pretty useful potions. Flying on in right there is 55 herb lore, which allows me to make super strength potions. On this little level upgrade, I ended up getting 2 pretty useful potions, super energies and super strengths. Allows me to utilize 2 more types of herbs as well, which is very, very nice. The more herbs I have, the more I can utilize Master Farmer and make that more productive for my account. So definitely happy with that. I'll make a stop by Master Farmer at some point again and just try to replenish some good seeds. I'm not sure how many I'll get or if I'll get any levels, but I do actually have a decent amount of yew longbows and logs and all that ready. I have half of them, little less than half strung, and the rest I have flax for too. So looking forward to high alking those as well, and that'll push my cash stack a good bit. So I've been working on that as well. Also forgot to mention, I have been stacking up the limpet roots in anticipation to put these to use. So happy to finally be able to use these. This has been one of the slowest tasks I've had yet, but 67 magic just came flying in there, and yeah, a lot of splashing going on here. I basically got like, I think it was 12 or 13 of these things assigned. I figure usually with mage, even if you have bad mage, you can do a little bit of damage. If I would have known it would have been this bad, probably would have spent a little bit of extra money on it, but it's okay. We're like halfway through, so 67 mage, and I'm gonna keep pushing towards 58 slayer, so eventually we can get ourselves a black mask. Soldier Boy Ultimate Ironman. Doubt it, but this is gonna be, okay, kind of skip through it real quick. I think that was Anku in some sort of dungeon. Be my second to last task. I'm gonna go for 58 slayer, and I've gotten a couple levels closer to it. The only thing I really unlocked, I guess, is this mushroom that I can kill now, which isn't even really all that important, but with 58, I will get cave horrors, so I've been stocking up some keys. I got 13 left. I'll do probably that task and 1 more, and then that'll get me up to 58, and then we can go open up these keys and wrap this bad boy up. I've been having a good time training my stats, and I've been trying to keep up on the herb and birdhouse runs, but we'll try to even ramp those up more so in the future. I'm trying to sell you guys on that I'm enjoying them. Not me. I am. I know many people might not believe that. You guys see that? You guys see that with me? I was recording it, I just wasn't ready for it. I was ready for this one. 58 Slayer coming in. That is going to be, as I said before, the last level of the video, and one that I've just been so excited to get for a good while now. Like I said, this gives me Cave Horrors as an unlock, and I mean, going forward with Slayer, there's just so many things to look at. I mean, Abbey Spec's pretty nice. Basilisk Knights, I mean, probably not something I'll be doing too early, but still pretty cool. Mid-60s, usually pretty bad for a regular count. And Ironman, kind of happy for. And then even in the 70s, I mean, you know, just gets even better. So before I end off this episode, gonna go see what I can get from this brimstone chest, and maybe I'll get some nice stuff. I don't know. So now a moment that I have been waiting for a good bit. Time to put these keys to use and see what we can get. First chest coming in, good bit of coal, love to see it. I mean, just a lot of this is going to be raw materials that are just going to be useful for me. I mean, all those lobsters, all these diamonds, I mean, goodness, man, 80K. I love this, man. And then that's a battle staff seed, some rune plate legs, alkables. Man, your boy's going to be getting a lot of coins I was not ready for. Redwood tree seed. Look at that, though. Good bit of loot coming in here, and I'll finish off the last 2 chests real quick. Some magic logs and some coal. 13 keys ends up netting me almost 1.2 mil in total profit as far as GP goes, but for this, I mean, most of this stuff is worth more to me than the GP value. So, love to see that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like. Anything you want to tell me, let me know down below. And on top of that, if you guys want to see more videos like this as soon as they go live, make sure to subscribe. And with that said, hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and see you.